Not only did Adidas just lose Wexler, you see that Kanye was saying he wants to wear Jordans.
That is the funniest thing ever to me because it's
not. He's not astronomical because in what was it, Kylie Jenner contract, she was allowed to wear other brands.
Puma. But at least there's some type of like dots you can connect there. However, well, no, I mean they got more of a bitter.
Yeah, so he should maybe.
But my thing is, Adidas did kind of set themselves up for failure with that. However, wait a minute, was she signed with Puma and Puma allowed her
to wear Adidas, which is even worse because they have a.
So that was okay. So
she was
Puma
still wearing
up.
Nike socks the whole time, though.
Oh Jesus Christ! So Puma fucked up, not Adidas. Or was it I don't know.
No.
Was she with Adidas? No, she was with Puma.
Adidas is fucking up now real bad.
Well, yeah, they are. But
when haven't they?
Puma, she was with Puma, right? And then
allow her to wear
Yeezy. Still like, yes.
Yeah,
okay, so that was a Puma bad decision.
Compared to Under Armour.
Are you cold?
I'm freezing. I've been shivering this whole time.
Wow.
I even requested a temperature change and no one listened.
Blowing it, though. It's blowing.
Man, go get some liquor.
I quit drinking again.
That was your fault.
I'm currently sober.
Here's the thing about Adidas, though, is one, I can't help but like to think back to the James Harden fiasco. He almost lost his contract before it even started because
they gonna show up to Kanye's crib and just dump
a bunch of boots that nobody wants. Yeah, I remember it was just so funny though because he was wearing Jordans like up until like I think if the contract was to start at like midnight tonight, he was wearing Jordans up until like 11:59.
Iverson could never stop wearing Forces.
He was still actually
Reebok was still, he was still letting they still let him rock or whatever. Yeah. He was wearing Air Force Ones. He took his
he was wearing.
But he's a unique situation though.
Yep.
He's such a unique situation though, because if you're Reebok, and at times he's wearing Jordans too, like. First of all, if you Reebok, I mean,
well, here's the other part.
Are you really
in
a position to tell anybody?
Well, the other part too, I look at it and say, okay, if you're Kanye West, your shoe is called the Yeezy, so it's named after you.
Yeah.
Why would we allow you to wear something that's not?
Because no. Here's my beef with the whole thing is, and I guess this is the point I was trying to make with Iverson. Like Iverson never said like the Reebok jumped over.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you done made like all
you
this.
made such a fuss about it.
Yeah, about
now you
this competition just for you to say I want to wear the competition.
Yeah. But I feel like he waited to say it now because the amount of the leverage he has with them. Like, look what I've done for you. You know what I'm saying?
He also said it right around the time Wex left, which I don't know if it's correlated or not. But he's been known to go on rants when he's manic.
That's true.
But I feel like that's kind of why he said, like, I've done it. So, or he said, look, no matter what I do, I didn't told you to vote for Trump. I didn't did all this crazy stuff. So, during the truth, my shoe still sells out. So, me wearing Jordans, clearly, in his head, this is probably what he's thinking. It's not going to affect our sales. That's probably what position he
trying
has
to put logic to Kanye is.
I'm just telling you what he's saying. Like I did everything else that could literally jeopardize an endorsement deal, and it did not work. So me wearing Jordans is not going to.
The way you make it sound is like, all right, let's see how much I can fuck up my line.
But he does it though. His whole career though. Like,
but wouldn't that be the ultimate like slap in the face?
No, because the Trump. Here's my thing. Because the Trump is so polarizing. You lying with him could make a business go either way. Look at the Bears. Like even forget Trump. Social media posts, like example, the Brian Urlacher, who retired for years, said what he said, and the Bears like, I don't want nothing to do with you because of what the time and the climate is, and he doesn't even play for them no more.
But the difference is,
I mean, the difference is he's not impactful.
Who?
Brian Urlacher.
He's not as impactful. Yeah. He's not as impactful as Kanye West.
I feel like
because if Kanye West wears the "Make America Great Again" hat, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now you're going to get Trump supporters on his side, right? Because they're going to become fans of Kanye now.
But here's my thing.
So they'll buy his shoes.
But his people won't buy his shoes.
Kanye's still black. No, they won't.
So that's it. That's what they still didn't buy his shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Racist white people always need that one black person to tell them or say the things that they want to say so that they can
and use them and still don't want to do it.
Like,
so,
true.
I mean,
yeah, basically like what happened to him anyway.
Yeah. So, but it's just like it still didn't meet her. So he's like, okay, if I can say this, then Jordan's is not going to move it.
But no,
us from a sneaker standpoint in the industry, yes, that's not right.
Everything you said is indirect. Like with the Jordan, like that's another shoe brand in direct competition with your shoe brand. You, by the way, made it a point to compete with and to say that your brand jumped over the brand. So it'd be hard for me to take.
Adidas is that girl getting cheated on that knows it and just looks the other way.
Yeah. Like,
I wish they would just grow some balls and just be like, all right, you know what? That's how you feel.
But some women feel like if he been paying the bills and he's increased my lifestyle.
That's what Adidas feels like.
So it's just like that's what I said.
He has the best analogy.
He has the leverage. Like at least I'm gonna cry in this race. I'm gonna cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I just think that's kind of how it is. I mean, is it crazy from his standpoint? You got your own shoe. Yes, I understand from a black person perspective. Jordans is a part of our culture. To be honest, I wear Jordans more so because of what it means to us as black people. It's something that we created more so than like, okay, these are Jordan shoes. Like I look at Jordan 10s, I would look, okay, that was Jordan, but I think about Martin when he wore them, or when the Wayans brothers, you know what I'm saying, when Sean and Marlon was fighting the thing.
It's more of a nostalgic factor.
Yeah, so I feel like that's what for me. So I understand why he feels like that, and plus he was rocking them heavy before.
Well, that was his fault. He should have negotiated that in his deal in the first place.
No, I'm just talking about for.
He wasn't gonna go for that.
No,
but I'm just saying.
Hell no, they gonna go for it now.
Or you should have tried to negotiate some form of renegotiation time for you to be able to put
Adidas
that in the
is not
contract.
going for that. I promise.
I mean, they haven't dropped him, so what does it matter?
Well, they gonna for saying it?
And
I'm just saying. Almost to his point, what would happen if he really did take a picture with some Jordan?
Here's my thing, though.
Oh, there'll be some hell. I think it would definitely be some hell.
Here's my thing, though.
Probably tweet some racist comment, delete it, and then it would come up and we'd bring it up.
No, but here's my thing, though. Even if he was to wear the Jordan 6s, it's not like you can go to Nike and buy them.
When Kobe died, Wex's wife tweeted, like, let's not forget he was accused of rape. Do you guys remember this?
Yeah.
Adidas has no filter on this kind of thing.
But I'm saying, but it's like, if anybody's going to benefit from
that was Wex's wife, though. She wasn't an Adidas' wife.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to keep her in line. You can't say things like that.
I mean,
yeah, of course.
That's a Shopify problem now.
Yeah. So, but I feel like StockX and GOAT would benefit the most because it's not like the Jordans he's wearing, you're going to be able to go walk into a store and buy.
Say what now?
GOAT and StockX would benefit most from him wearing that because people, when they see him
more
with Jordan 3s, they're going to go directly to that.
Yeah,
which is more the reason why I'm saying, like, what would Adidas really do?
I mean, exactly. Adidas would do. I trust. Now, if he started rocking the shoes early,
no,
Adidas, that's when it's gonna be.
Adidas not going for that shit. I promise you, they're not going for that shit. Like that, if this,
they ain't say nothing when he was going in this whole tear on black people. So
because they don't care about that.
Exactly,
they don't care about that. They
or he gonna say, if you don't let me wear these Jordans, I'm gonna tell what happens on Adidas lunchroom.
Well, if that's the case, why haven't they? Know. If that's the case, why haven't they said anything about the comment that he made anyway?
Because it's a comment. It's just a comment. And
like comment and a comment for Kanye.
It's just a comment.
So it's a comment that's then got reposted 1,000 times so far.
Social media impressions.
Because it'd be like me saying, I'm gonna kill you, and then like that's a big difference.
If it went viral enough, your job will call you and say, "Yo, what's going on?"
It'd be different. It would be different. It would be different than if I actually killed you. Now, they probably are having internal discussions with Kanye. We don't know. They might be like, "Yo, Kanye, you tripping? Shut the fuck up." Whatever. I doubt you will see him wearing a pair of Jordans, and if he does wear a pair of Jordans, that's definitely crossing my mind.
John Wexler was still there, didn't know, but with him being gone,
Adidas not going for that.
Check
Adidas not going on. Who's gonna check Kanye? Like, okay, we need to stop this false notion that Kanye is uncheckable. That's one.
Sure, if you look about his track record,
he's not uncheckable.
No. Consequences from Adidas standpoint. I mean,
because we're talking about things that they don't care about. Like, we all know they don't care about black people. So why are we acting like they're going to check them about?
But this black person is his biggest asset. So even if they void his contract,
and
who does that hurt more?
That hasn't hurt him, which is surprising to me.
Who would that hurt most if that contract was voided by Kanye wearing Jordans?
Wex made Kanye a billionaire.
If Kanye wore Jordans?
Yeah, and say that he wore Jordans, they voided his contract. Who would that hurt more, Adidas or Kanye?
I mean, you in a rock in the hard place with Adidas because if you're going to, so on one hand, you got your biggest name wearing the competition, which is going to hurt you, and then dropping them is going to hurt you. So if you're going to be hurt either way, you got to at least somehow.
You got to be hurt while making money, right?
No, because you're going to continue to make money regardless because you still got to make his shoes. You still have a contract.
I'm talking about if he void his contract. I'm
talking if you stop signing him, that doesn't mean that you can't make his shoes anymore because you got to deal with him. You can
just take the swoosh off and change the name
because you can still like Nike, like they can still drop Yeezys if they want to.
Run?
He even admitted to it.
Yeah, but we all knew that.
He could drop like Nike could drop Yeezys if they want to. They just choose not to.
Call them Don C 4.0s.
You know what I'm saying? So like they could still make money.
Mean, but people wouldn't necessarily buy because if Jordan left Nike,
and you got to have some type of self-respect. You gotta have some type of self-respect.
You know what? You're right, and I'm going to start taking a stand for myself on this show.
But,
no, you're not.
But the respect also has to come from within yourself. So
that's my point, though. Like
that's why we're gonna keep shitting on dunks.
That's going back to the analogy. Going back to the analogy of like the cheating husband. Yeah, he might be taking care of the bills and stuff, but at some point you're gonna have to have some self-respect and say, you know what? He might be providing all this, but it ain't worth the relationship. And you might have to take an L for a minute.
Logically, you're right, C's, but everybody don't think like that.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying that to me would be crossing the line. That right there for you to sign a deal, because they're about to drop James Harden too.
But so my thing
way back when.
So why are you supportive of Adidas pressing consequences on him, but not with Reebok or somebody else doing it when another athlete?
You asking me this?
Reebok can't afford.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that they should. I'm telling you that from what I know from people saying it,
and Adidas
is not going for that. I'm not saying they should drop him. I'm just saying I think they will drop him.
No, I'm saying you supportive. Hey, if you do that, then we should drop you, right? For you saying from Adidas standpoint.
No, I'm not saying I support anything. I'm telling you what they're going to do. I'm telling you what I think they're going to do.
So we've seen it before. It really hasn't. I mean, we've seen Iverson. Iverson's wearing the Jordan 4s. Did that stop you from buying the questions?
First of all, I don't even like Yeezy. So if they drop them or not drop them.
No, I'm talking about if you saw Iverson. We all saw Iverson wear Jordan 4s.
You getting pain to defend this.
Yeah.
Huh?
You being pain to defend this?
No, I'm just saying, like, if we having a conversation about if he wears Jordans, I'm telling you for what I know from the inside, that's not going to fly very well. And chances are they probably will drop him because it's like, yo, like, I mean, we ain't gonna have our biggest name wearing the competition. Like, you go back to Nike for that shit.
But here's my thing, though. Like,
you wouldn't wear Nike, go with them.
I'm saying
I don't even think Nike will sign him back.
No, I don't think he will either.
Jordan 4, I don't know, they hype beast too, so they might sign him back. But Jordan 4, but if
he was to get dropped for that, I highly doubt it.
Nah, man, stop it. They'll let go of one of them other dudes. You tell me. Let's get this right. Don C's on your roster. Kanye becomes available. You're not letting Don C go to get Kanye back?
I would never sign Don C.
Is Don C on the roster still? Like?
Yes, he's still on the roster.
Unfortunately.
So it's still on the phone.
Okay.
But I would say, like, seeing Iverson wear Jordan 4s during his Hall of Fame, not doing that, like, weekend when it was, when he got nominated and they showed it and he was talking about it, that didn't stop me from buying the questions.
Agreed.
So, I mean, like, that's what.
But there's some context to that, though.
Like what?
Because actually, him and Iverson actually have a relationship, and he went into a Hall of Fame speech talking about how much Jordan was an influence.
And once again, though.
And once again, there was never no,
Yeah, but are they really competitors?
Who?
I think
no, but that's underneath Adidas umbrella, though. So I'm just saying because with that, also,
that was a one-off thing.
What?
Him wearing those fours at the Hall of Fame.
No, he wore Air Force Ones. No, he wear Nike shoes quite often. I'd be surprised that he does wear them quite often. And I'm thinking like, if from that standpoint, I'm like, okay, if you let that fly and that's underneath your company, I know.
As a matter of fact, now I remember it was Jordan's last All-Star game. I think all the players wanted to do a tribute to Michael Jordan by wearing his shoes, and the one holdout was Adidas.
Iverson didn't want to do that, but I'm saying like
they were all going to do it.
I'm saying, but they're going to do it from a basketball standpoint. But from him rocking it, that's still for me. It still wouldn't fly. Like it's still nowadays. Do I think it's acceptable? Absolutely not. But from a standpoint, I feel like the game is starting to change that way. Whether we agree to it or not, they're going to start asking. I want to rock anything else.
I mean, I'm just saying these brands are comfortable looking like bitches. Then